Good morning. We are going to talk about chemistry and its contributions to the modern life.
The chemistry in medicine have as objective the identification, synthesis, and development of new chemical compounds which are suitable with therapeutic uses. This includes the study of some drugs, their biological properties, and their quantitative structure-activity relationship. It also studies the quantitative interaction between molecules and their effects in organic matter. The most important contributions are the development of new medicines that contain substances that act especially in infectious agents, and these make us get out of damage. And the other one is knowing how to formulate medicines as the environmental in which it will act. For example, if a drug works in the stomach, it withstands the acid pH or acts in the intestine with a stand of a medium alkaline.
Food chemistry. Food chemistry is a study of chemical process and interactions of components of foods. In basic research, agricultural and food chemists study the properties of proteins, fats, starches, and carbohydrates. Water. A major component of food is water. It is also an excellent place for bacterial growth and food spoilage if it is not properly processed. Proteins. In food, proteins are essential for growth and survival and vary depending upon a person's age and physiology. It's commonly obtained from animal sources like eggs, milk, and meat. Vitamins. Vitamins are nutrients required in small amounts for essential metabolic reactions in the body.
Chemical warfare involves using the toxic properties of chemical substances as weapons. This type of warfare is distinct from nuclear warfare and biological warfare, which together make up the NBC, the military acronym for nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare or weapons, all of which are considered weapons of mass destruction. None of these fall under the thermoconventional weapons, which are primarily effective due to their destructive potential. The modern notion of chemical warfare emerged from the mid-19th century with the development of modern chemistry and associated industries. The first proposal for the use of chemical warfare was made by Leon Playfair, Secretary of the Science and Art Department in 1854 during the Crimean War. After World War II, the Allies recovered German artillery shells containing the three German nerve agents of the day, Tabun, Sarin, and Soman, prompting further research in counter agents by all the former allies. Although the threat of global thermonuclear war was foremost in the minds of most during the Cold War, both the Soviet and Western governments put enormous resources into developing chemical and biological weapons.
Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounds of the Earth's surface. Scientists from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate carrying out global warming research have recently predicted that average global temperatures could increase between 1.4 and 5.8 centigrades by the year 2100. Changes resulting from global warming may include rising sea levels due to the melting of the polar ice caps, as well as an increase in occurrence and severity of storms and other severe weather events.
This is not a sign of relief in saying that all is well and that humans should ignore the melting polar ice caps along with all the many other effects of climate change. In passing, many scientists are saying that, on the contrary, the melting of ice caps is in fact accelerating. In any event, it is nonetheless a serious situation that deserves not only our attention but also the attention of the media, who will more often than not overlook this issue. It is important to remember that ice sheets absorb a great deal of the sun's heat. Ice caps also to do their part in reflecting the sun's rays, which keep the earth cooler. Without a decent reflective shield and solid heat absorption mechanisms, the troposphere will further rise in temperature. In essence, the melting of the polar ice caps will accelerate global warming, which will in turn cause more rapid melting. This is one of the many feedback mechanisms that will accelerate abrupt climate change. Clearly, we have to do our part each and every day to make sure we are reducing our impact on global warming by decreasing our greenhouse gas emissions. We must get to the root of the problem by trying to find new solutions to help stop climate change. Nowadays, factors such as pollution and the increasing carbon dioxide levels must always be considered if we are to solve the climate crisis. Besides, scientific study as well as innovation in green technology is required to preserve the polar ice caps for the sake of all life within the biosphere. It is crucial that we do not estimate the gravity of the situation and that we do not give heed to disinformation regarding this predicament bestowed upon us that will in one way or another affect all life on Earth.